As we say, we're about to kick off again, but this is a very important 40 minutes. So both sides will be looking to sneak in a meat pie, as you call it, Reno, and early on to get that ascendancy. So you wouldn't want, Cobras wouldn't want to be chasing too many more points.
Swanson kicks us off back down to the winger there for the Cobras, number 14, running back hard. Loto running up hard as he has been all first half, feeding back out of the Cobras. Yes, they've got a stern wording to, I would guess, at the halftime break. Will be interesting in the next 40 or so with a kick over the back, a box kick there from the halfback Leroy Nels out towards Whangamata. What is Hemapo going to do? Flick it back across to the back line there of Whangamata. They settle on down, does the captain, Zach Clark.
Well.
He's playing really well, really well.
Done a very good job for his team.
Coming out wide, Pedro runs up as the flying winger for Cobras try to hit him, but he's got a couple of jinky steps on there, has Pedro, and he feeds it back out to Swan. Oh, and then a little knock on. Just one of those things. I'm not too sure if he was expecting that pass, but got to expect any pass in the Premier Final. Is the Lotua settles it down there with a lucky bounce. Lucky bounce there.
Bounce, but, you know, force the pass again, turnover. So, you know, just control the ball, take your time. Good memento being built there. Pressure's starting to build here.
Comes out wide there for the Cobras to Dylan Robinson, who starts sending it and looking like there's a knock on there by the Cobras as well. Some of these mistakes are going to be costly in the end, and the result stands as what it is currently. The Cobras will be ruining their mistakes at the moment. But hey, Whangamata looking good so far. Early start to the second half. We still got a long way to go.
Yeah, I think if I was Cobras, I'd be a little disappointed in their execution of the final pass. But you've got to give a little bit of credit to the defensive quality of Whangamata too, Remo. You know, they're certainly sticking to their guns and making the tackles and putting the pressure on. So very, very well-balanced game at the moment, 14-3. It'll be very interesting in the next 10 minutes to see who cracks first.
Shantae throws it into the line out, taken towards the end of the line out there for the Cobras. Nice settle up there as well. Looking like the Cobras are just broken through out there on the far side. Touch judge has his flags out, but it's a penalty. Referee must have been playing the advantage there, so a penalty for the Cobras at this stage. Good to hear the locals behind the fence here cheering on the game, mate. You can hear it nice and clear.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh, it's good to see. At least they're sticking to the rules. They haven't decided to jump over the fence and run down.
I think we've done very, very well here to keep the numbers under the 100, and great to see. Bit of pressure coming on here.
Well done there by the number 6 to reach across to flick it down. Ben Stevens for the Cobras. Leroy now sends it out to the first five, Dylan Robinson. Second five running out real hard there in the middle is Sione Vakapuna Ituni. Sending out to the centre now. We have Jacob Viliama who settles down at the moment in the picked up by Cobras going forward.
Pick and go. A little bit
Yep,
of a
pick and
different
go.
element coming into the game here.
Here we go. Leroy hits it. Oh, mistake there as well. And the referees picked that up. Unfortunately, knock on by Sione Vakapune Itoni, who's knocked it on. A couple of knock-ons by the number 12 today in today's game. He'll be a bit upset with himself.
Yeah, it's just maintaining composure, isn't it? You don't need to force that pass. Maybe they just need to be a little bit closer together. But they let the pressure off every time there's a mistake. So Whangamata are able to clear their line again. Be interesting to see if they're execution to get down the paddock again will work, but I'm sure the scrum will dig deep.
Penalty coming up.
Yeah, not all of it good, no. You just got to take your opportunities. You just got to build this pressure. They've maintained the ball down this end for what, 2, 3, 4 minutes now, and Whangamata are just starting to feel a bit of a strain, but they'll hang in there. The defensive pattern is very good.
Leroy now feeds the scrum there. Cobras holding this actually steady scrum there out to the winger, out to the far side with Cobras running strong there. Lotawa.
All this pressure has to be points, in my opinion. They've got to get a try in here. You know, it'd be all this hard work that the forwards are doing at the moment has to result in a try to Cobras. They don't want to let the pressure off here.
Whoa, nearly. I think they've lost it there. The Cobras looking like Whangamata come up really close. Yep. They've done really well. Swanson kicks it out, finds the touch line there, and very, very lucky to get away with that. The Cobras unfortunately knock on, lost it actually in the line out. So still a lot of work to be done. Ben Stevens grabs the ball there from the line out. The Cobras pushing towards the line at this stage, moving forward. The defence trying to hold strong there from the boys in red and white. Whangamata as it goes down. Well done, Whangamata.
Yeah, you've got to admire what they're doing. They're certainly hanging in there, big, tough, really tough. But they've just got to get out of that 22, that red zone they're in at the moment defensively. So clear the pressure zone, and I just think Cobras, Reno, are just panicking a little bit. You know, they just need to calm it down, get the meat pie, as you say, and regroup. But they're making hard work of it.
Yeah, strong scrum here by both teams as McNaughton gets ready to feed the scrum in. Here he goes, and it's going to go out to, I guess, Swanson, who's going to drill it somewhere down the line. Maybe not, they're going to run it out. Here we go, they want to run. Does the team from Whangamata. Hayden Newman with a good hit up there for the boys in red and white. McNaughton wanting the ball back as well. Right back to Swanson, he's going to find the touchline, I would guess, and just slow it down a little, get the boys back into the situation and slowly edge their way out, but didn't find much though in the yardage. Leroy Nels throws it out to Robinson, unfortunately knocks it behind him, so very, very lucky. We got the winger there, Lotawa, who runs it up real strong. We're running some big, strong yards, has the winger for the Cobras out to the centre, moving out to Viliama, who tries to do a dummy, steps back in, sets it all up though. And picking up by Leroy Nels, who throws it into, here we go, a knock on by Lance Williams, the big lock for the Cobras. Seen that quite often today though.
Can't criticise the endeavour. It's just the little accuracy things that are, you know, they're still in the attack zone, aren't they, Cobras? But they just keep making those little errors, and just takes the foot off the pedal, and it just gives a little bit of a breather space. On the other side, Whangamata are finding it difficult to get out of the 22, even though they're kicking the ball out. So I think they could try another strategy, perhaps another exit strategy, but who knows? The coaches are behind the goalpost there, barking out the orders. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Here we go, going to run up and out to Himmelpaw, and he's going to kick it this time. Let's make some yardage down the field. Whether it goes out or not, it gets into the winger and he lets it drop behind him, but it's all controlled there. Big fiery pass out to the fullback there, Ethan Drongo. At the moment runs it hard towards the Himmelpaw, who makes the tackle on him. And then Leroy Nels passes out to Ben Stevens, who moves it up to the middle of the field at the stage as well. Leroy Nels gets it back out to the hooker, Shantaine Dare, who flicks it on out to Dylan Robinson. Sets it up well. Oh, nearly a knock on there by Dare, but picked up by, of course, the red and white. Going to play advantage as a referee, Sam Oates, at the moment. A little kick there by Swanson, so he's going to let the game play on here. And we'll have, of course, the fullback grab it now. Ethan Dromgold, who want to spin it out wide, out to Lotowa, who decides to do a jink and a step and a run, and gets caught in the middle there as well. Nice little kick over the box kick there from Leroy Nels as well, catched by the red and white running up, but Joel Taylor kind of wondering when he caught that, when he ran back, yeah, what was going on there.
Both teams are starting to suck the big ones in,
yeah, they are now.
The pace of the game is actually starting to tell on both sides. Good kick.
It's a good kick. Well thrown and well collected by the line out there, sitting out, but the big move here with the double around there by the number 12, Whakapuna Etoni, outside the centre of Viliamu as well. Settling up there, want to bring it back to this side. Here they come, moving in the middle. Robinson decides to have a kick over the back there, but well taken and marked by the number 7, Lewis Craig, for Whangamata. But the ref blows the whistle again, back to where we were. The amount of times I've heard that today.
Yes, I think the kicker of the ball that time knew the penalty was due, so they're most probably going to jam this into the corner again and keep building the pressure. But you've got to admire what Whangamata are doing here. They're hanging in, making their tackles, getting the bodies over the ball, maintaining their feet, and making it very difficult. But I wouldn't like to think that in, what have we got, about 20-odd minutes, 23 minutes left, something's going to crack soon.
Well done, picked out, going out to Robinson. He wants to run towards the line this time and move it up into the middle, settle it down. Nels picks it up, moves it out, and they're running towards the middle of the post. There is a right under the goal post. Are they settling Leroy Nels? And he's lost it on the trial line or knocked it on or something like that, to his disappointment. Whangamata pick it up and kick it back down onto the winger, Lotowa. He's going to run it straight back, and he nearly loses his feet in it as he runs forward, settles it up. It's up in the air. Looks like Whangamata may have got this back. Penalty. Here comes a penalty.
Coming off the feet again.
Yep.
Great endeavour, though, from both teams. Great defence.
Well done. Good defence.
Yeah. Good to see the Cobras boys having a crack at the line. Very close. I thought he was over the line there. He dropped the ball, but the referee played advantage, and the kick was made down towards the 10-yard metre line by Whangamata, and they've got the ball back from the ensuing run back from Cobras, and they'll clear touch.
The boys in red, white, slowly but surely making their way out to the halfway. They've been stuck down there in their dead zone for a little while now, last 10 or 15 minutes, 10 minutes anyway. So they're slowly getting back there, but the Cobras just want to run and run and run. They've got no choice but to run up the middle. They want to get the 5 points, get over the try line. It is picked up by the number 3 there, Rowan Dare, making some big yards for the Cobras as well. Again, defence by the red and white. Will be hard to see if they can handle the defence quite often throughout the game there. Another one, Leroy Nels flicks it out to Robinson, moving it out. Robinson wants to run. Is he going to look for the little offload? He's trying to get lined up there with his number 12. Unfortunately, they run into each other. Nels gets it. And out to the number 11 here, the winger, Kuru Duadua, who runs it back, flicks it back in. And defence by Whangamata has been outstanding this last segment.
I'm very, very impressed with the work rate of those backline defenders there. They're just stunning. And they're forcing the mistakes, aren't they? Just by getting two people into the tackle. The Cobras boys are trying to pass under the pressure of the two tacklers, and it's just not working for the Cobras players at the moment. So you take your head off to Whangamata and their energy levels. They are very fit and certainly covering any breaks that Cobras are making. But it's a long time inside your 22.
McNaughton feeds the scrum there, getting ready to flick it out to, I would guess, Swanson. He's going to wait for it, and here he goes. Moving it out, Petro has it, moving out, they're running out wide. There's Himapur, kicks it downfield, and it finds the sideline.
Great clearance, good exit strategy. Cobras will have to win the line out. They've got up to the 10-yard mark again, Whangamata, and just calm play. They're just going to waddle into the line out, and subs are coming on by the look of it. The referee, I think.
Yep, couple of subs there for, one for the Cobras coming on at the moment.
Shorten line out called.
Apitanga.
They're going back in.
Apitanga Tuatala coming on there for the Cobras. Apitanga Tuatala is on at the moment, moving into the forwards. Out wide, out to the centre there. Sione running up hard and strong, looking to offload to his friend there, Jacob Viliamu. Out to Lance Williams, who runs up strong as well, but good defence so far by the red and white of Whangamata. Shantaine Dare has it moving out to the fullback. Ethan Drongo, who has a couple of jinks on the inside there, but the red and whites are coming on through to cut that down and shut it down. Big run now by the oncoming player, Apitanga Tuatala, who's just come on, fresh legs, running up hard as well. Up to the number 4, Brandon Dromgold, who gets pushed back as well with a couple of two-men tackle by the red and whites. Number 7, Lewis Craig, is running up strong, but we're going to come back. The referee is blowing his whistle.
Reno, I'd love to know the stats, as Crane's just, him and I were just having a little discussion. You know, the stats for field position would be amazing for this half. I don't think Whangamata have got out of their half since the beginning of the half, or if they have, it's just been very fleeting. So you've got to take your hat off to their defence and their work rate. And see the coaches from Whangamata are starting to pace behind the field, behind the goalpost there. But, you know, their work rate's really, really impressive.
Yep, the two coaches from Whangamata walking up and down the back line there. They're thinking, we need to get out of here, boys. We've been down there for the entire second half. But credit where it's due for the defence for the boys in red and white. And the strong push here by the boys from Cobras is the halfback Leroy now puts it in out to Robinson, moving into the centre period. That's where they're going to break through. But the defence, the tackling by the number 12, Joel Hayden Newman for Whangamata has been outstanding. In the middle there as well as the number 6, Ben Stevens runs up for the Cobras. And there we go, the big prop runs up as well. But a good tackle there by Scotty Day on him. And moving up, there we go, the number 19 getting in there. They're trying to throw some physicality. The boys from the Cobras want to throw themselves in there to get over the line. It's been a hard, strong push, but they eventually get there, I would guess. And it will be the halfback Leroy Nels who sneaks in from the little ruck there as well. So Leroy Nels scoring the try for the Cobras.
But you've got to say, sustained pressure for 20-odd minutes, is it? 20 minutes from Cobras. Took a long time to crack the defence, so that changes the complex of the game a little bit. 14-8, kick to come. It's going to be a tight finish.
Very tight finish. You know, we've still got a long way to go in the game, and hey, this will get a chance for the boys in red and white to get to halfway now and then play some footy maybe down in the Cobras territory where they've been in the last 20-odd minutes down in their territory. So will be an interesting kick to come by the actual try scorer, the halfback Leroy Nels.
Very important kick, yes.
Actually was Lewis Craig that took the kick there, the number 7 for the Cobras kicking duties today. Leroy now scoring the try. So Lewis Craig actually putting his headgear back on, running back over halfway, and Whangamata actually get a chance in this half to get up to Whangamata, up to the halfway line and kick the ball off. So are we going to see any rolling subs any moment soon? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But the red and whites are finally glad to be at halfway. Try scorer Leroy Nels gets the ball and kicks it back down to the 10-metre line in the Cobras half, in the second half of the final at this stage. About 90 minutes ago in the game, which will wrap up. It's been a big day today. So
simple exit strategy, wasn't it?
Easy.
Take the ball,
kick it out,
start again.
Well taken there by, of course, Jacob Chaplin in the line out there, spinning across the back line now, going to run it up. Oh, good clean break there, well done. Is he going to get the legs to flick it out? And not quite get there was Zane Heath, but a good run there by the number 6, spinning it across again. Hemapol flicks out a big pass right out to the winger. Well picked up by Biles there as well, out on the far side. Had to bend down for it, the little man. Sets it up there with his halfback now, McNaughton, picking up, moving out to Hemapol, who was at half. Unfortunately knocked down to the ground by Scotty Day there in the tackle. But back over to the other side, it's a penalty. Sam Oates, the ref, pulls the penalty.
Kick it into the corner. That's what they'll do and get the line out. I'm picking. Very important next 5 minutes.
Well picked, Ross. Well picked.
Let's go, right in the corner, brother, right in the corner. Nail in the coffin.
So this is going to be very important, this line out and securing it. And equally so if Cobras get it to exit their 22. So the pressure's starting to build a bit.
Thrown in now by Scotty Day, getting ready as the Whangamata line moves around, settling themselves there. And they're going to try and drive it towards the line, keep driving it as they do, as the halfback McNaughton is calling for the boys to keep driving, picking it up. Heading now to, of course, Swanson, who wants to flick it out wide. Running back up in the centre is Petrol, running straight back into his forwards. Try and pick it up again, and they're going to pass it up to the... No, he goes a little darting run, pick and go. So good picking up, darting run here. Scotty Day at the bottom there, picking up, passing on to the prop, Jordan Cordice, who takes it up and settles it in.
Pressure's mounting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is mounting. McNaughton wants to flick it out there. Hemapol into the inside, back into the number 17 who's come on, is Ashley Marsh as well, and held on to it. No, penalty.
Yeah, a lot of penalties today from ball on the ground, being over the ball, not releasing. Very hard for the tight forwards to let the opposition get the ball, isn't it? It's just goes against the grain, but pressure's starting to come back on Cobras here. Must win line out for the red and whites.
Yep. This will be interesting to see how they do and what they do down here in the next few minutes, especially after seeing 20 minutes of the fence down at the other end of the field as well. So they'll be wanting to get over the try line now, the red and white, and not going to do it that way in that style. Unfortunately, it's not going to work for them, but it's gone over. Pressure on Robinson as three of the players from the red and white chase up to him, but he's kicked it out and found touch.
Attention to detail again. That was a crucial line out. Penalty, was it?
Penalty, gone back for a penalty again.
And I see the Waihi Club have put the lights on. We've got a bit of night rugby coming now, even though it's only 4 o'clock, 4:15. The lights are on. Great to see.
The boys from Whangamata be wanting to defend this and stay down here in this zone at the moment for the next few or so minutes. Look, 50 minutes to go. Look, Cobras, Leroy Neal's out to Robinson. Flicks it right out to the two-centre pair in there. Sione flicks in, but obviously Viliami ran into something off the ball there and come down and on his knee. He's hurt himself in that play in general, but Leroy Nels runs it back into 22, kicks it out down to Himmelpool, who grabs it, and I'm guessing he's going to run it out wide, flick it out to the winger, who's on the left-hand side, Joel Taylor, moving up, and they are going to set the ball back, move it back there. McNaughton gets it, heads it out to Swanson, who flicks it out to the Marsh in the middle, and then he's moving it across. Pedro wants to run back into the middle, set it up for his players, but over the top there will be interesting to see how that outcomes. McNaughton gets it again, Swanson out to Himmelpool, flicking it out wide there to Taylor. Good pass there and a nice catch, but he's saying ruled forward. Wow.
No comment.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. You can judge that one.
Yeah,
that was right in front of us.
Forward out of the hands, but the marginal call. You can't blame the referee. That wasn't his fault. He judged it, and that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But pressure's starting to build. Both sides are starting to cramp up. And, this game's going to come down to the last 10. Very, very intense finish we've got here in this final for the McClinchy Cup in Thames Valley Rugby.
Change here for the Cobras as well. Apinisa Lume has actually gone off and been replaced with the front row. So a new prop has come onto the field. And also looking at the prop for Whangamata, Brad Lawrenson, who's had a good, strong game, has come off as well. In the winger for Whangamata, Joel Taylor had a couple of good little runs there just a couple of minutes ago. So both of them have been replaced in their positions for the red and white. And the Cobras have changed in positions as well. All right, a couple more rolling on here, a couple of other changes happening at the moment. So we're going to see a few more Cobras, a few changes coming on. The number 4 heading his way, done his day at the office, Brandon Drongo, who's heading off, and on comes another new player, fresh player for the Cobras, who is Akape Ukuliti. Good strong run there by the Cobras, number 19, To'otala, who's running up strong. The number 24, who's come in. Unfortunately, we haven't got the name for the number 24, but he's a fresh player up in the front row there, who replaced the Lume, who had a good strong yard. Number 20 running up hard there as well. Ukuliti, who's making some good inroads. These fresh players are going forward, but obviously rolling forward with the ball.
Yeah, it's just once again letting the pressure off here by Cobras. 10-12 minutes to go, so we're in for a very, very interesting last 10 minutes. Keep it calm. Both sides are striving very, very hard to get maintain their ball and to get field position here.
Swanson,
for Cobras, they just took the foot off the throat there and made a little mistake crawling along the ground. You're not allowed to do that anymore.
Swanson wanting to find the half, over the halfway. He wants to get back into the Cobras area. Had enough, obviously, of this half. Most of that half being played down in the area, so he wants to get play back up there. We need to get back up there towards their goal line, put the pressure on, because it's only a 4-point ball game at this stage as the time counts down. Great take there by the number 17, Ashley Marsh, in the lineup for Whangamata, but a penalty going the way of the Cobras.
Yeah, it was smart play from Cobras. Didn't commit anybody to the maul, and of course they got the ball carrier offside. Players in front of the ball.
Easy touch finder there for the halfback for the Cobras, Leroy Nels, who's had a pretty good game today so far for the Cobras at half. Great delivery from the ball, good running as well. Scored himself a try and nice touch finder there. Shantine there throws it in and a good feedback out there. Nels delivers out to Robinson. And then there we go, simple basic little knock on out there in the midfield. Running out to the fresh places, he does a bit of a kick coming in as well, and a great touch finder.
Not sure that was the right option there, but it did find touch. But yeah, it just would have been my opinion. Keep ball in hand and maintain the ball, but at least it didn't go out on the full.
Coming on for Whangamata too is a couple of more players that rolled the subs around. Got the number 16 out there, Debone, who you can see on the screen. And a big crowd applause to Zane Heath, who had an outstanding game for the red and white. He's gone out to have his deserved break as well. Great pass there by Leroy Nels. Big long pass out to the running attack there from the Cobras. Box kick over the back there. Out to who's moved out to the wing is Hayden Newman, who takes the ball there as well, holding him up.
Cobras guys going for the maul, holding the ball up. So the red boys will need, the red and whites will need to clear this.
And he's going to blow his whistle. This will be it. Oh, really?
It was off a kick, wasn't it? Off a kick. Silly me, I didn't know, I can't remember all the rules. No, it was off a kick, so therefore he doesn't have to get to ground. Pressure's building. It's 9 minutes to go.
9 minutes to go.
Angle in the scrum there. Big scrum came on from the Cobras boys. Prop Angle was boring in on the hooker. That's the reading from Mai. He's very keen, number 24.
Very, very keen.
So another let off, isn't it? It's just relentless, these little mistakes that are cropping up here. It's who can keep their head and maintain their discipline.
And the boys running towards the scoreboard can see the time on the clock as well, so they'll be taking a bit of a quick look at that and thinking we need to keep playing down in this territory. Let's get the pressure on them and see how the next few minutes goes. And it goes well down the back there for the line-out throw from Scotty Day. Reaches right down the back. And McNaughton wants to call out to the rep, but they've not been seen. And out number 5 runs up to the middle there is Hayden Pardo, who settles up there as McNaughton gets it and heads it back out and back across to the side to Himapo, who flicks a nice little short pass there. Looking a bit lost at the moment now, the red and white, and not really got a decent looking back line. Bit bunched up there as well. Scotty Day runs up into the Cobra, settles it down, puts the platform back there for the halfback. Out to Swanson, moving on out there to come on player Pedro. Nice little off pass there as well. Pedro's running to the middle. Is he going to twinkle his little feet? Oh, he got caught from behind there. The little halfback comes up there behind Pedro, the receiver for the red and whites. They're looking hot on attack here as well. They are looking really good at the moment there. Swanson moves out right. Is he going to get through? And he's got through for the try. Swanson scores a try for the red and whites. To the jubilant crowd here, they actually deserve their try.
They've certainly defended their line with great skill and great composure, and then they've got a well-deserved try there out wide. Very well constructed try, and the ball was maintained, and they kept their composure. So the boys in the Scotsman stand over the far side there. I don't know if you pick it up on the TV. They're going a bit berserk, and good on them. The Red and White Army, or Dynamite, are they calling themselves? So that was a very, very interesting and well-constructed try. Now it'll be very difficult for Cobras. They've got a 9-point deficit. Clock's against them, so we're going to have to count down here. And I think the defence has won the game for Whitianga if they do get up and win it.
Whangamata, but yeah, defence has been good.
Nearly got it right. Yeah, the coaches are Crane. They're working around the walking for miles, part of their fitness regime. Yeah, Whangamata are in the box seat now. You've got to give them credit.
On for Whangamata as well as Brendan McCowan. He's coming as well. Number 22 to take the gap, and the kick looks good. The crowd heard it. Great kick. That's put the pressure really on the Cobras now. They've got to score twice and some. So 21-10 here at the final, the premiere for the McClinchy Cup between the Cobras and Whangamata. Whangamata 21, Cobras 10 at the moment. Not far to go, folks, like 5 minutes. Obviously not too sure if there's any injury time, but 5 minutes at the moment. Looks like number 13 has seen his day at the office come to an end in the final. That's Jacob Viliamu, had a very, very strong centre pairing out there as well. So looking like, obviously, the winger is going to move in there. Going to have the likes of Alotua, who may move into the centre pairing. He's coming up there like he's going to play the centre. And we'll see what happens here with the kick-off back in the general play. Taken, of course, by Marsh there in the middle there for Whangamata. Ashley Marsh settles it down there, and the red and white just wants to push the ball off. And penalty for the red and white. You can hear the crowd, the red and white crowd. They are counting and down, looking at the clock. One of them going, oh, 4 minutes to go, they're saying.
And it's great to see it.
It is.
They've never won a Senior A championship.
2006, their last time they were in it.
They were in it, but 58 years they've been waiting. So you've got to give them credit. Their defence has been outstanding, and they took the one opportunity they got to score out wide. Goal kicker kicked the goal. So they've got great systems, great belief, and I think they've done really, really well, Whangamata, because they kept them out there for 25 minutes on their goal line for a long time.
Nice line out there by Jacob Chaplin, sitting it out wide there. Look, the new fresh legs coming on, wants to bash it up, but he's dropped it in the tackle there as well. He just needs to keep that ball secure. Hold it in hand, mate. You just got to keep the ball in hand there and, yeah, keep it going. But doing that and trying to be physical with the narrowing end of the game. Look, you might think you got it in the bag. There's still 3 minutes 30 to go here at the rugby park in Waihi. Leroy, now's the school try, is going to feed the scrum very soon as well. Maybe another interchange here with another player coming off. Yep. The number 17 is going to the sideline. Had a good little game since he's been on as well. Has Ashley Marsh. He's given it all his best, representing the red and white today, coming off from the bench. He really showed he wanted to play. So come back into it is Michael Savage for the Wairere Pōwhānau over there in Whangamata. Mikey, you'll be wishing him all the best for the remainder of this game with only minutes to go. But good to see Mikey out there playing. Caitlin will be happy wherever she is. Where's Caitlin walking along there? She'll be going, yeah, Mikey's out there. Good on you, Caitlin. Cobras
under
3 minutes under 3 minutes. Robinson out to the winger who's come into the centre pairing there as well. Look, number 12 there, good break there by the number 12 there, kicks it to the middle, and that little winger who's been here, there, everywhere, Biles, is playing really well for a little man. Look, he wants to run it out of the area. Coach is at the background and going, why didn't you kick it? But he wants to run it out. He did really well.
He did very well to get out of jail.
Look like they're going to pick and go, keep it in amongst themselves, play this clock down, kick it out wide. There it goes, and find the touch finder. Let's just stroll up there, but guys.
Just takes a minute out.
Takes a minute out, yep.
Clock, doesn't it, just to set the line out, and the Whangamata boys are starting to believe that.
Oh, there you are. We got one man down here on the camera jumping around already. He's celebrating. He'll be shaking his camera in a second.
But the game's not over yet.
No, 2 minutes to go here at Rugby Park. Number 5 picks it up. Leroy now flicks it out to Robinson. He wants to get it out wide to the winger, Lotoa, and he's trying to flick it out wide as well. Out to the number 12. He's going to go one-on-one with Himapo, who covers him down and cuts him down low there as well. And it's a penalty over the top there. Well done to the red and white. Didn't release.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. He just T-boned and went straight into him in the mistake in penalty. So Whangamata will take their time. Minute and a half to go by our clock. It may not be referee's time, of course. And Whangamata in no hurry to kick this ball out. And they'll take their while to get up into their time to get into the line out. And as I say, take time out of the clock.
Counting down to the last minute of play here at Rugby Park in Waihi, and the crowd are very loud over one side of the field, on the outside of the field, obviously, and there's some that are a bit quieter on the opposite side. So they've got their supporters on the outer side of the rugby park here in Waihi. As this premier final for McClinchy Cup counts down to nearly full time, so not far to go. McNaughton gets the ball, kicks it out, finds the touchline. Looking at the ref, looked like might be one more player penalty. It's a penalty, so well back. I tell you what, it's been a day of blowing the whistle in the penalties. The red and whites will be looking at this. He's much asking the ref, can he tap it and kick it out?
I'm not sure that's accurate.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, not sure either.
Mistakes, but and a lot of time delays. But yeah, Whangamata don't need to rush. They control the game, don't they? They've just got to kick the ball out, waddle up to the line out, and take the time out of the clock. But pressure's on Cobras at the moment because they've got to score twice.
Ooh, wasn't straight. I would guess red and white Whangamata boys wanted to hold that one, kick it and get it out, and that might have been it.
Yeah,
but as you say, the
something they wanted to happen. Scotty Day would be disappointed. I presume he's still on there with that throw.
As we see Ashley Marsh come back here, time's up on the clock there. Michael Savage just running back in, just filling up there while Ashley was getting sent to on the sideline. Leroy now is looking to feed the scrum here as well, but Whangamata will be just holding strong and counting down the time before the full-time whistle blows. As the number 19 picks up the run from the back of the scrum there for the Cobras. Tuatala, he picks up and does a big strong out. The number 24 going up front, unfortunately too strong. Offload there to the number 5, to Lance Williams. Cobras aren't giving up here. They're trying to attack the red and white in the middle of the field here at Rugby Park in Wai. Here picked up by Nils out to the number 19. He's been very strong since coming on, is Tuatala, but pass forward.
Yes, you've just got to admire what Whangamata have done today, don't you, really? They've stuck at their defensive. The sparklers are going off, the sky rockets are going off. The whistle hasn't gone for full time yet, but adds a bit more excitement. Only in Thames Valley.
Oh, one blew up by them all. Look at they're celebrating. McNaughton will feed the scrum. I'm guessing going out to flick it up and pass it out to, or he's going to run it from the back there as well. They pretty well got the game in the bag there. That's the captain there running up. Yeah, Zach Clark, run the clock down. Yep, and he's passed it out. I'm guessing Saunton will get the ball, then kick it out, and that'll be it. It'll be the red and white celebration. Just pick and go at the moment. Now the red and white counting the clock down. Pick and go, and looks like the referee's going to call this, and it's going to be a penalty. Wow. At the Rugby Park, it shows are rolled into the 83rd minute, so this must be one of the closest last plays of the game there. Look at the defence by the red and white, holding him up there, wants to hold him up there and hold him as much as he can, and it goes down, and Cobras will try and get this back and get it out wide. The number 7's had a good little darting run there, flicks it out wide there, and is the fullback going to go and have the last say of the game in the Premier Final? Not quite there, short of the line, moving up to the 19. Oh, where do we go there? Is that going to be, they're calling a knock on, but no, he's playing on. Karen Robinson wants to flick it out wide out to Deere, who flicks it out to the number 6, and number 11 will get the last say of today's game. And that will be a try with the Cobras, with Kuru Duadua scoring the try there as well. So they're asking the ref, it's a drop kick. Is that going to go over? No, short to the side there. That will bring the scoreline to 15. So look, it's only 6 points in this at the moment. Possibility, see how it goes. And Whangamata will go for a big kick here as well. So time is up. Referee has called to the Cobras. That is it. This is the last play from the kickoff. He's indicated to the Cobras team. Time is up. Whangamata just taking their time back and don't want to get this back. So Marsh is going back off. Savage coming to finish off. So only lasted a few minutes. There was Ashley Marsh, Michael Savage coming back on. Yeah, I would guess so. It's going to be a close one. Swanson want to kick this. They'll want to shut this down, the red and whites. The bouncers are going to go over. Wow, look at that. And the Cobras are going to run back in a big breakthrough there. Missed tackle there.
Last play.
Yeah, last play. This is the last play. The ref has indicated to the Cobras, this is it. You got to do what you got to do if you want to get up to the other end of the field. They're trying everything through Robinson, the first 5. Whangamata just tackling to save themselves as well, and it's a penalty. And I would guess they've got this, that they tap it and kick it out.
That's it. I think Whangamata can just kick the ball out and will kick for goal and make sure it goes dead. But you got to compliment them and disappointment.
Yeah, tap and kick, and here we go. And Swanson puts it out over the Waihi Athletic Club rooms, bounces it on the roof, and the red and white arms go up in the air, and the supporters run on. This will be interesting. Caitlin will be sitting there thinking, Caitlin will going, no, don't you all run on. Social distancing, but hey, well done to the boys from Whangamata, red and white. They deserved this victory. Played really well, you know, because they were the underdogs. Crane coming into this final against the Cobras, who have been dominant. Cobras are looking at going back-to-back. 2006, the last time the red and whites made a final. This is their first win in 58 years.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, isn't it, Reno? When they, the Whangamata boys, they stuck to their game plan all day, and they really wore the Cobras boys down. For 20 minutes, the boys were on attack, and they were putting them back time after time.
Exactly, you know, look at them celebrate. They deserve it. They defended most of that second half for the first 20 of the second half down on their line. When they got up to the Cobras side, they could show they get it out wide, they can score. And defence, one word, would have won it for the day for the red and whites, defence and their self-belief.
Yeah, and that's it now. And just look at them celebrating. They're really, really enjoying themselves, and that's what it means to the boys here, but their wider community. I know everyone back in Whangamata will be watching this on the big screen there and really cheering them on.
Yeah, well done to everyone associated with the red and white, to the sponsors over the rugby season, this up and down kind of rugby season with the COVID in between, but to the coaches, Gareth Coslet, assistant coaches Leon Holden, David Dillon, Michael Fleming, manager, little short man, Jeff Spargo, he'll be stoked with this, assistant manager Takarangi Kiripiti, also the physio Lily Robertson and Daryl Reid as well. So they'll be all celebrating, everyone else that's associated with the Whangamata rugby as the hugs go around.
Yeah, and that's right. Just also congratulations to Cobras. They've been a form team all season. It does take 2 teams to make a final, and they really did show up and gave us a great game of rugby here today. So commiserations. It wasn't quite the result that their supporters are going to be after, but they've worked hard, and again to their coaches, Wayne Williams, Rico Tatiri, Junior Langanui, their manager, their assistant manager, Carl House, their physio, Alice Rackham, and their water boy, Cameron Drongo. Well done. You've done your club really proud.
Yeah, very, very happy there. They were hoping to go back-to-back from last year as well. So, you know, it's just one of those things. And, hey, the team that wanted the better of the day got there, and they're celebrating in a big huddle as well. Commiserations, you can see the boys from Te Aroha red, yellow and blue, their heads are down. Yeah, they'll be a bit upset with that. They would have come here very, very confident, but obviously the confident other two with the red and whites. They've been showing some force over the last few weeks. Beating Mercury Bay last week. Yeah, they have. Did it up there as well.
A tough trip up to Whirianga, and then obviously here's a neutral venue and a different thing, but they've managed to put it together and make history for their club.
Just want to acknowledge too some of the big sponsors who are behind today's Teens Valley Club Rugby Finals. Leeches, who have been a big stronghold of Teens Valley Rugby in general. Also big supporters, Teens Valley Rugby since ages ago, Murphy Buses. Well done to every sponsor who's been supporting the club rugby throughout this kind of indifferent season with the COVID and so forth, but the finals here in Waihi. To everyone at Teens Valley Rugby who made the choice to select Waihi to host it here, but also to bring a difference of a live stream to the rugby, to the spectators who are at home, to everyone who's worked behind the scenes at the Thames Valley Rugby Union. So many people are thankful today. It's been a great day of our rugby celebrations overall. When you take a look at the first game that we did the live stream earlier this morning at 11 o'clock, Waihi Athletic. Waiho showed they were very, very strong and well-deserved win there as Waihi never gave up, going right to the end. The Senior B game, which was played as well for the Lawrence Memorial Cup, Coromandel Tauro, was a hell of a physical game. A few yellow cards here and there, but the boys from Coromandel on their way back home, and all their whānau friends and everyone up there in the beautiful Coromandel will be celebrating. So the yellow and black deserved win over Tauro. Very, very good game there, and we just saw this one unfold in the Premier Final, and Whangamata over top of the Cobras winning the McClinchy Cup in the big final here at Rugby Park in Waihi. It's been a great day. It's been a long day, but it's been a great day. It's been great having everyone at home viewing and watching as well, whatever you're watching on, computers, your smartphones, your big screens, at the club rooms, at the home, at the families, at the friends, wherever you're watching the club finals today. Also want to acknowledge Ctas Limited, who have come over to provide this as well. Great job they've done with Grant Collingwood and their team as well. The camera work, and look, we've got a camera heading on out there to have a bit of a chat now. We're going to cross over live to very soon to some of the players. Look, the camera guys are just sitting on out there, just covering off some of the footage that's getting done at this stage for grassroots television. So look forward to that as well. So it's been quite a spectacle, considering the crowd have been on the outside of the rugby field here in Waihi because of the COVID side of things. And well done to everyone involved, to those supporters who have travelled. The Red and White Dynamite from Whangamata built their stand last night, their little grandstand. They're just celebrating. Good to see the boys from the rugby team go over there to their small supporters, Red and White Dynamite, and to acknowledge them. Look at the coverage there. Look, you can see all the players clapping and cheering on those supporters. So it's been a great day as it all unfolded here, but deserved winners for the McClinchy Cup as they prepare to get ready for the presentations. Just in the background, what you can't see though is the Cobras, they got their heads down and feeling downhearted, but had to be a winner of the day. But the Red and Whites will be celebrating all night long through the weekend, I would guess. So it'll be an interesting day for them over the next
thank you, everybody.
Because 2006 made it to the final, didn't quite get the win.
Isn't it wonderful when history is
2020,
made?
they get the win.
I can confirm that for the first time, Whangamata are the winners of the McClinchy Cup and Senior Club champions for Thames Valley 2020. This is the Players' Day. I'd like to thank all players who have participated and the coaches and managers and your supporters that are behind you. We know there aren't many here, but in spirit, you have been well supported throughout the Thames Valley today. Special thanks to Waihi Athletic Club for everything so that today went very smoothly. And to today's officials for all games, thank you. You've been here in force, and we thank you for controlling the games. The team from Thames Valley headquarters, they have worked really hard to support club rugby this year, and the last 2 weeks have been particularly needing a lot of effort. Thank you for congratulating our team at Thames Valley headquarters. And all the supporters, wherever you are, thank you for supporting rugby throughout the valley. I'd now ask the referees to come forward and receive their medals for the final.
Thanks, Kelly. Yeah. Oh.
Well done. Cobras, you know what it's like to hold the McClinchy Cup. Didn't work out for you today, but I'd like to ask Ben to come forward and say a few words on behalf of your team.
just want to say congrats Whangai. Hard game out there, thoroughly deserve it. Thanks everyone for putting on the show. Our boys, hard luck, eh? Great season, but hey, didn't go our way, all good. Enjoy tonight, brothers. Yes, thanks.
We'll now present the winners' medals to Whangamata. After that, I'll ask Zach to reply on behalf of his team. Bring your team forward, Zach.
Here's the Whangamata boys make their way up to the Thames Valley dignitaries, offering out the medals for the well-deserved championship win as well. We'll get to hear a few words, I would guess, from Zane Clark, the captain for the red and white as well. And yeah, a lot of celebrations continue on. Kelly Plummer from Thames Valley Rugby, acknowledging everyone who's made this game possible. The venue itself, the people of Waihi Athletic Rugby Club as well, but also to the people at the Thames Valley Rugby headquarters. Great to hear, of course, the speech from Ben Stevens for the Cobras, delivering his speech and commiserations to their team, but acknowledging the red and white as well. Their supporters are stuck here at the rugby park here in Waihi. As you can see on the footage, the red and white going through, shaking hands and getting their well-deserved medals. And we'll get to hear from the captain of the day, Zane Clark, who had an outstanding game at number 8 for the red and whites. It's been a great day here in Waihi. The weather has been beautiful, actually. A bit of cloud and some blue sky, but it's getting cooler as the day is coming to an end of the Thames Valley Club Rugby Finals, the live stream, and I hope you've all enjoyed the live stream. Brought to you by Ctas Limited as well. It's been great footage, nice and clear, and had something different that we've not used to with hosting over the years gone by with club rugby finals. So, you know, some of the spectators looking at running across the field and enjoy the celebrations from Whangamata as well. You know, why not? It's their time of glory with winning the championship as well, and they're just slowly taking their time up. Not far away, we'll be able to view the speech and watch Zane Clark's speech as he gets ready to look at all the personnel that are behind the success of the red and white, shaking hands and getting their medals as well. So they'll be celebrating in style, and no doubt, I would guess, yeah, taking the McClinchy Cup home in style as well. So just preparing for their captain, Zach Clark, to say a few words in a few minutes. He's just grabbed the sign there, so he can't be too far away.
Thanks, fellas.
Well done. Well done. Well done. John will be proud of you. Thank you very much. Now I'll ask Zach to reply on behalf of Whangamata, and then he will be presented with the McClinchy Cup by Corbin Saunders, representing HG Leach & Co.
Both of them, double whammy. First of all, thanks to Cobras. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought battle, but I still don't think we expected that. It made us work to the 85th minute, and can't thank you guys enough for that performance and really pushing us to the limits today. To the supporters and the thousands, I'm sure, watching back home, you've been there with us all year, and I'm glad we can finally give you a trophy to drink out of. Don't have the list of sponsors, but you guys know who you are, and we 100% wouldn't be here today without the sponsors. So once again, thanks to the sponsors. And last but obviously not least, the brothers. Cheer the brothers. Oh man, couldn't be more proud of you guys, and yeah, it's been an honour to play alongside you this year, and thanks for getting the job done today, brothers. Cheer the brothers. And obviously,
It's right there. Yep.
Great speech there by the captain for Whangamata, Zach Clark, there, thanking the team he calls the brothers and all their sponsors back home there for the red and white, and the supporters that are in small numbers as he races the McClinchy Cup. Well done. Champions for 2020 for the Teens Valley Club Rugby Premier final as well. And look at them celebrate. As you can see the pictures there will be memories forever. The first team from Whangamata to win the Teens Valley final 2006, as I mentioned earlier in the piece, been there before but didn't win it. 58 years playing in this comp. In 2020, in this kind of strange up and down year we've had so far today, they walk away celebrating. Look at them. Well done, and the big roar for Whangamata at the end there as well. Look, puts the town on the map worldwide when it comes to the annual event of Beach Hop, which is going to be later this year as well. So that's not far away in a couple of months. So they'll be celebrating in style over there, and let's hope things roll back to level 1. We might have a Beach Hop towards November. We'll see how that will unfold. But, you know, it's just one of those strange kind of years we've kind of all been through, not only here in New Zealand. As you see Pedro there with the trophy celebrating with his good friend as well. Just one of those years, but yeah, they'll be celebrating. They deserve it. To all their supporters back home, look, holding the sign up proud as they are the 2020 Premier Champions for this year for the Teens Valley Club Rugby.
Zach, you're a champion, mate. How are you feeling right now?
I honestly can't describe, man. It's couldn't be more proud of this bunch of boys. It's been a long year, but it's obviously well worth it now.
Yeah, talking about the bunch of boys, you've come together as a pretty tight group this season. You know, the last 3 years you've grown really as a club. What do you put that down to?
Like you said, I think it's just slowly building and mainly building a culture before anything else. We're lucky all the boys live in town, so over COVID, you know, social distance, obviously we can still do runs. We're really a tight group, and I'm sure you can understand tonight we'll celebrate together, and yeah, it's just all culture, man. Build a wonderful culture.
And how'd you go there? You were 20 minutes in the first half, you were defending down on your line. It was a grim situation, but you didn't let them score. What do you put that down to? Just the belief in each other?
100% the belief in each other. And we spoke before the game, it's going to be a grind. Finals always are. You just got to stay in the grind, and that's what we did today. We've built our team on defence this year, and it showed today.
Yeah, and a couple of meat pies for yourself, mate. You're getting the record up there this year, or?
Yeah, can't complain. Well, the old joker on the other team had top try scoring. Rain's going to the scan side to try steal it back. Had to try and steal it back.
Perfect, mate. Enjoy the celebrations, and well done again.
Thank you. Cheers, Crane, mate.
Come with me. We'll get you while you're hissing. Grab another one.
Oh, mate.
Gareth Croslet, coach of Whangamata, how are you feeling?
Oh, mate, bloody amazing, eh? I'm speechless at the moment. It's just a dream come true. All those years of hard work and dedication, and just to make history, and just proud of our boys and proud of our town. And I'm just, yeah, emotional, and gonna have a good night tonight, that's for sure, mate.
You we're watching it during the game, mate. You probably did about 6 Ks, pacing back and forth.
Yeah, had the old pedometer going, actually. No, I kept pretty fit today, and kept, you know, probably no fingernails left either. But yeah, what an emotional time, and you know, hats off to Cobras. They played a great game, and right to the end. And mate, we're just happy to come away with the win, eh?
You had it sort of.
Here we are.
Yeah, you had it on the. Thought you had it under control for a while, and then Cobras come back very late in the game.
They did, mate. They came back with that physicality and that passion, and they wanted to win it just as much as we did. And I think, mate, you know, I'm proud of our boys D and the way that we held ourselves. It could have gone either way, but we're just, you know, we're lucky we came away with it, mate. And just again, it's just it's a real feeling, eh? Amazing.
And talking to Zach, he mentioned one of the things that's been great about the club is the culture, and you're a key driver behind that. What else do you put it down to?
Yeah, mate, culture and just building brothers and building things in our community. But yeah, it's our passion, and it comes down to everybody, not just coaches and players. So, you know, they're just such a massive part of it, eh?
And we can see what it obviously means to you and means to the boys. But what does it mean to the Whangamata community?
Oh, mate, I tell you what, we're about to find out when we get back tonight because, we'll be partying in the streets, mate, for a long time to come, I think, after this. And it's just amazing, eh? You know, and I'm sure that they'll be greeting us on the bus on the way back, and there'll be a few quiet ones tonight and a few quiet ones tomorrow as well. So.
I think you're probably lucky there's not many pubs between here and Whangamata. You'll be straight home and into the club?
Straight home and into the club under the COVID-19 rules, though. But look forward to a bit of a party tonight and party tomorrow as well. So,
well, very good, mate. Enjoy it, and congratulations again.
Yeah, thanks very much, mate. Awesome, bro.
Look at the celebrations continue there for the red and white. We're just watching Craneys moving around there, wanting to catch up with a few of the players and the people behind the scenes of this victorious from my team outfit as well. And much deserved final, well deserved win as well. And hey, you know, just different that we couldn't really have the big crowd here. And here's Scotty Day.
Scotty Day, Whangamata hooker. What a day for you, mate. You've been involved in a few finals, but have you ever been involved in anything like this?
Mate, this is special, eh? It's hard to describe what's going on here at the moment. It's third title in 4 years, but coming from 9th last year to winning it, fuck, words can't describe it, eh? Pretty special.
Yeah, and you've your first year at Whangamata. How do you what do you think? Your boys are talking about a really special culture. What do you put it down to?
Well, if the live stream's seen any of this behind me, you'll soon see what a nuts culture it is. But pretty special, Crane, and it's going to be a big couple of days going forward. But yeah, just what a time to celebrate. What a bunch of people coming up at 6:30 in the morning, putting scaffolding up. It's pretty special, and we'll be drinking out of our left hand tonight, mate.
And your drinking exploits are well known, mate, and it's I think we should probably buff that.
If I want to go further in rugby, probably I need to get rid of that. But are you wanting me to hammer this down?
I'll just get rid of it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Were you going to finish it? Later. Finish it later, mate, and enjoy that for the night.
Beauty. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, a few of those going down tonight. I would have guessed Scotty Day works. There's Caitlin with them as well. They both work together for the Thames Valley Rugby Union. Scotty, the Rugby Development Officer there alongside with Marcus Howie, and Caitlin does her job in the community, and this is her baby, this tournament, and she's hoping things will run smooth. And well done to you, Caitlin, and everyone associated and works around you as well. Here's they drink out the trophy, as you can see the boys, and much deserved, as I mentioned earlier on as well. And well done to the red and white and to all their fans who are still hanging around here. Imagine if we had the big games going on and the spectators there, would be a totally different story, be a sea of red and white running around. But hey, it's what it is, and I hope you enjoyed the live stream. And yeah, just seeing if Crane's going to be catch many more, but I think he's done a duster for the day. The red and whites have to make their way into the changing rooms as well, and they've got to do what they've got to do, because everything's got to get cleaned down before they start to exit this venue that's been the host venue while here at Athletic Rugby Club, hosting the Thames Valley Club Rugby Finals here at Rugby Park. Been a great day. You can see it there, the big red and white dynamite as well. They put that grandstand up there the other night. So yeah, they've been supporters wanting to come through, and well done to the red and whites, just making their way slowly, but they're catching it with some of their mates from the Cobras, and that's what it's about, friendship. And off the field, they'll be friends on the field when they battle it out for championship titles like this. They leave nothing left behind, but leaves it out on the field. And you saw that with some of the players who are just chilling out and exhausted after what's been a strange kind of season of club rugby, not only here though, but right around the whole country, and the cleanup begins.
We're joined with Whangamata coach, resource coach, assistant coach, Dave Dillon.
I've been called lots of things in my life, so I'll take whatever, yeah.
How are you finding it, mate? You've obviously made a big difference to coming into the club.
Oh, I think probably the first thing when I get across is it was a really well set up environment before I even turned up. So just well set up, right people doing the right things at the right time, and boys that want to learn. So it's been great to go back and be at that grassroots level where you know, it's pretty special.
Yeah, and we sort of know a little bit about what you're up to now. You're heading off to Japan again shortly.
Yes, I got about 3 weeks, and then I'm on the bird, and me and my family, and we're back into our life back in Japan. So, hey, look, this is a pretty special way to leave the valley. I'm a valley man, and go back and rip back into the rugby up there.
And what you've learnt here with the grassroots boys, you take much of that back to the professional environment?
Yeah, I think you've got to be across your detail on that, and you know, it's an hour drive back to Nadia, and you're always trying to be better, and you're driving home, you're going, oh God, I missed that, or did I get that point across? So, you know, coaches want to coach, and I feel privileged to be able to be involved with this group of players and, you know, create history for Whangamata.
Great, thanks very much. Enjoy the night, enjoy the celebrations.
Yeah, no doubt, a couple of frosties. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thanks, mate.
Well, as the team exits, the red and white, the victorious team from Whangamata, heading off to get prepared for their celebrations, head off home as well. The Cobras in there, yeah, kind of reflecting on what would have been, what should have been, and what could have been, but that's the way it is. Crane is heading his way back over, so that is just about bringing us to the end of what's been a great coverage here for the Thames Valley Club Rugby Finals. First off, the first game was between Waiho and Waihi Athletic. Waiho, of course, winning the Patrons Cup earlier on this morning against Waihi Athletic. The second game for the Senior B final, Lawrence Memorial Cup, Coromandel Tairua. Coromandel, the victors, their champions for this year in the Senior B, and the champions of the Premier for the McClinchy Cup final, Whangamata, as you've heard and seen the red and white are celebrating over the Cobras team as well. Just want to thank Thames Valley Rugby Union. They want to thank everyone who's tuned into the live stream as well. Just want to thank my co-host with me as well, Ross Cooper. Need I say more about the name when it comes to local rugby around here from Waihi, Thames Valley, Super Rugby, let alone All Black Rugby, Ross Cooper, legend in his own right, but also to 6'7" Crane, who's been out there running around getting some of the live interviews and being part of the commentary as well. Big thank you to the sponsors, HG Leach and also Murphy's as part of today, to the Thames Valley headquarters who done a lot of work to make this happen here in Waihi Athletic Rugby Club, but also a big final thank you to Grant Collingwood and the team from Ctas Live. Ctas Live, check it out, you'll find them online, live streaming. CTAS, if you want to get a hold of them, have a chat with them and they'll do you a wonderful job. So on behalf of Thames Valley Rugby, myself, Reno Wilkinson, Crane, also Ross Cooper, Ctas, Thames Valley Rugby, HG Leach, and everyone, all the victors and all the viewers, thank you very much for being part of today's live broadcast and live stream to wherever you may have been watching the game, whether around the country, homes, club rooms, or even overseas as well. Be safe out there, take care, look after yourself. We all know we're in level 2, that's why we had today's live stream coming to you. It's been a privilege streaming this on behalf of Thames Valley Rugby. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much, and that is us done and dusted.